Okay, I'll calm down for a second. Actually, no, I won't because I'm in a very good mood. But anyway, worship team practice was great. I was not scheduled to sing, but now I'm singing. So that's a thing. 3 weeks in a row. 3 acoustic sets, 3 weeks in a row. I'm beyond pumped about it. It's been so much fun doing acoustic sets, and I mean, it's fun to run media for acoustic sets too, but it's even more fun to sing for them. So I love it. I'm so excited. And I'm always way higher energy after practices, especially when I sing, just because like it's people time and it's worship time and it's social time with music, and harmony is my thing and I get to do it. So it's good. Okay, we're gonna calm down for a second. I'm gonna try anyway. So this is one of those weeks where I am just, it's like day by day whether things are like up or down. And today has been, well, the first half of it was like probably like 50-50, depending on, you know, what podcast episode I was listening to or what interactions I had, what few interactions I had with people at work. So, you know, that kind of brings it up a little bit. But there's so much going on right now. And there's one of the episodes of one of the podcasts that I was listening to today was talking about like when you are figuring out who you are, like going day to day, asking yourself whether you know, have made the right decision, or like identifying for yourself who you actually are is a daily process. And I hadn't really thought about it that way, but it made a lot of sense. There's only so much you can claim about your identity and keep it in the forefront of your mind as something that you believe is true and real and good. And the rest of it kind of either falls through the cracks until you think about it again intentionally, or it's something that is in the back of your mind, like causing doubt and anxiety. And I think when I say days are 50-50 or like up and down, whatever, I think that's actually what that ends up meaning, is that during this process of like becoming more confident in who I am, I find myself questioning who I am, even though I have found that person, if that makes sense. Like, there are moments when I am so certain of who I am as a person to other people, but also who I am inside, in terms of like who Jesus made me to be and also calls me to become. And the closer I get to at least somewhat resembling who he's called me to become, the more there is turmoil. Not turmoil like, oh, am I choosing, you know, the right journey to be on? Nothing like that. But like, I think there is turmoil in terms of like, when you own something about yourself, there's always that inkling in the back of their mind that's like, okay, but what if other people don't like that version of you? What if you're wrong and everyone around you tolerates who you are but doesn't love who you are? And I've had some freaking amazing conversations in the last several weeks, more than a month now, of conversations where people were saying, love who you are, be that person, own it. And when people are telling you that and you start to doubt it, that's super frustrating, because it's like, you're being told, why don't you just listen? And I say that to myself all the time. Why don't you just listen? But when you are almost 26 years old and for almost 25 of those years, you have been believing yourself to be a certain person and ignoring, not believing, convincing yourself you're a certain person, and then finally not ignoring who in the back of your mind has just been there the whole time. That's really hard to unlearn. And I think that's why you constantly have to go through this process of reminding yourself who is in there. And that starts to sound a little bit creepy as I say this in a dark car, but I mean, seriously, like, I am embracing the truest form of myself in Jesus, in terms of who I have discovered myself to be. And I'm excited about it. But that doesn't mean I don't doubt it. And it's an everyday process of learning to just default to that version of me. There, I finally got it out. That's what I mean. It takes a daily process of learning to default to the new, better, more honest version of myself. Whew. Remember when I edited these and you would have just gotten that? Now you get the process of me learning as I'm talking what I'm actually trying to say. And let's be honest, that's what talking to me is like. So in some ways, this is the more honest, better version of me as well. Even if it takes 7 minutes for me to say something instead of 2. That's that. I think it's beautiful. I'm excited. Exhausted all the time because there's a lot of thinking going on all the time. A lot of conversations happening, but I love it. It's good. It's very good. And it's cold in here, so peace out. Until tomorrow, which is a campfire worship night. So I'm gonna try to get this done before that because otherwise, inconvenient. But we'll see. Maybe it'll be there. I don't really know. Anyway, happy Thursday.